Hello and good evening. Hopefully we're all working. I feel like I've got a bit of lag. If people can let me know if everything's okay in the chat, that would be cool. I might even try and do this on Google Chrome. So let me see, that might work a bit better. Let me quickly try. Boom, boom, boom. Bear with me. Oh, where's the background? Technical issues. Last show in technical issues. We are nearly there, I think. Well, cool. If you're on Facebook, we are on Facebook live on Full Club GB, and we should also be on YouTube as well. If someone can let me know in the chat whether or not they can hear me, that would be really helpful, because if you can't, there's no point carrying on the show, is there? So we'll wait for someone to tell me. I will give it another minute or so. If I don't get any confirmation, I won't waste any more of your time tonight, because I don't know if you can hear me. Cool. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Facebook user. If you're on Facebook, don't forget to let me know who you are. As you can see, for tonight, it's just me. That's mainly due to other people who have got other things going on in their lives. We did ask a various amount of people if they would like to join, but for this moment in time, it is just me on my Todd, which at the moment I just look like I'm talking to myself in this computer. But we currently have 12. We have a side chat where people can talk to each other. I'd like to know what people's memories are of myself. Also, if you was part of Full Galaxy Owners Club, part of Full Club GB, I'll be interested to know your thoughts, which would be absolutely awesome. But I suppose one of the bits I did want to speak about was, how did I get into the situation I'm currently in? Well, you know what? It started all from being as a kid and having this fascination with cars in the 70s and knowing pretty much every car that was on the road, playing top trumps. And I think even Anne put a post out, was it last week or the week before, about how you first got into cars. Mine weren't one of those mats that that used to push the cars around. Mine would be in bed on an eiderdown in a children's home and having a car and just sliding them down the eiderdown. bedspread, whatever you want to call it. It went from that on to buying a deck of cards and being a James Hunt fan and writing people like Jodie Scheckter, James Hunt, Nicky Lauder, whatever. And I chucked the cards at the front door. And James Hunt always used to win, by the way. But that's where it kind of began. I didn't start driving till quite late. And if I remember correctly, I remember my dad being weren't a Ford fan, hated Fords, but he was a good driver. And I always remember that. He was a chauffeur in London. But my first car show, believe it or not, weren't until I was 31, when I went to a car show off of Shooters Hill Road. And then I went to, then I kind of went over to Bromley Pageant in 96. That was the first time I'd done it. I joined the Granada Enthusiast Club, and they said, no, your Granada, your Scorpio weren't good enough. And I got there and I was really disappointed. And that was my first recollections on what the car clubs were like. I thought, wow, yeah, it's not a great introduction. And I think in about 2002-ish, 2003, I joined a club on Facebook. No, it weren't. It was on the internet because Facebook didn't start till about 2007. And it was the FordGalaxy.org, whatever they was called. And I'd never met such a horrid bunch of people in my life. Talk about if you didn't fit. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then I met a guy called Paul on there, and Paul said, oh yeah, we should start up our own Galaxy Club. We could do much better than them. And that's what I kind of felt. And we spoke about it. And I remember one night me and Paul was chatting. It was 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and this guy come on. I think his name was Dave, from out in the country somewhere. I'm laughing. Yeah, Paul, if you ever get to watch this, you know what's coming. We both said to him, so what are you doing up this late, Dave? He's gone, I'm out in the country whacking wabbits. And that's what he said. And I always remember that. And I was living here then. And we kind of went, yeah, we kind of decided, yeah, we was going to look more at doing this Ford Galaxy Owners Club. FGOC, as I remember it. That was my input, calling it that, so I can take that one quite proudly. And I think it was January. Paul said, "Take a look at this," and he built a website, and the whole thing put in a different aspect. I think we done a few shows in 2007. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 was when it was at its where it was at its hype. And yeah, there were some cracking shows where you just look down the whole dual carriageway going down Huntingdon and not seeing a bunch of Fords, but seeing a bunch of 2-ton, 7-seater Mark 1 and Mark 2 Galaxies. I've never had that buzz with a Ford Galaxy Owners, with a Ford Club GB. That's a buzz that I only ever had once, and that was with the Ford Galaxy Owners Club. It was one hell of a sight. Yes, excuse me, I'm not feeling absolutely brilliant tonight. Headache all day, but I just did not want to let people down tonight. I'm not putting lipstick on my head. It's saying to stop the my head getting worse. We will take some tablets and that. So yeah, I think we done the we had the anniversary in 2015 at Silverstone, as I remember it, and that was leading up to when I kind of one of my last shows being chairman of Ford Galaxy Owners Club. And it was amazing. As amazing was a lot of people that I no longer keep in contact with, which is sad, but it is all part and parcel of what will happen and what will transpire. But as a whole, those memories back then, they was brilliant. Memories now of that, Yeah, the memory part's brilliant, but like I said, don't really speak to that many people anymore to do with that, which is a shame. And I think in 2016, I decided after that we had a break, and in 2017, I'd already decided on full Club GB. We had a few run-ins with a few groups, weren't happy with the name. I think we called it Full Club UK, and I think Full Group UK wasn't happy with that at all, which was a shame that Matt and his the sons had an issue with that from the off. But we changed it. Thought, you know what, they've had their name longer than ours, so we changed it to Full Club GB, which they seem to be okay with. So I'm told. But yeah, 2017, I had done, was going to be the last show. But then I decided on bringing Full Club GB into it, and that was my last show for Full Galaxy Owners Club, and probably my worst. Even though there were some funny memories from it, as I remember with John telling me I can't park my Focus there because it weren't a Galaxy. It was quite funny. But today, if anything, is about truth and putting things out there. Some people may hear different things about me from time to time from various people, but most of what you hear is not true. It really isn't. So one person I vaguely remember meeting at 2017 was a guy called Chris Rickson. And I know most of you will know Chris. But I think we was at Full Jackson Day 22. I think it was 22. And it was my birthday, and I didn't really feel the vibe. I drove in all that way on my birthday when I could have really spent it with my family. And I had the ump with people like Pete Maskell and his wife. They seemed to have issues from the off. Sarah had issues with the parking. Like I said, this is no holds barred tonight. This is me telling you exactly what I think of people. I said to Sarah, "You okay parking at the back?" She said, "Yeah." But then she got speaking to Pete Maskell, and his wife seemed to have a massive bee in their bonnet. I'm driving a Focus RS. Maybe I should be at the front. Don't ever see that. You know what? If you paid your ticket and you're in an old Granada or an old Focus that's fallen apart, you've got as much right to have your car at the front than someone that's in a Focus RS that thinks their car's better than everybody else's. So I didn't speak to them for the rest of the show, and I really couldn't be asked. I thought, you didn't mind taking the trophies off me, though, Pete, eh? All the times you won an award, you didn't say, you know what, we've fallen out, have your trophies back, don't want no mem. People ain't like that. A lot of people I see, and why I've made my decisions is people do what they do because there's something in it for them. You know, it's like a love-hate relationship being married. You can, honestly, you get out of a relationship what you put in. And unfortunately, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm sick and tired of being used by certain people. As you can see, I'm in here tonight on my own. Like I said, people said that they didn't want to join, and they had very legitimate reasons for not wanting to join. But did I honestly feel, and I don't want anyone else to step in on the live bit, did I honestly feel that one of the staff might have said, you know what, I'm going to join? Yeah, I did, but they haven't, and that is people's choice. But again, I'm moving on for a multitude of reasons. But let's get back to Chris Rickson. And Chris, I really hope you see this, because the truth needs to be told. They seem to have an issue because I was upset. I was upset because I was trying to sort things out. You know what? Life isn't all about one person. Life is about us trying to organise. So as I remember on the day, Bob was there, Liam Miller was there, and they both had, a lot of people had to track time, and we have to shuffle the stand about. It's not just worrying about one car or one person that's got a massive chip because their car should be centre of attention for whatever reason. I personally felt that that was just a load of rubbish, basically. And yeah, supposedly someone, I think Angie or someone said something to me, and I didn't click on it. That upset them as well. But I think the biggest thing that upset them was I'd already spoke to my daughter Lisa, saying, you know, I've had enough, I'm coming home. And I was persuaded by people to stay behind, and I kind of did. But I then left. I had a long drive home. I was shattered, getting on in years. Health's not the best in the world. Um, and I heard they went out on track time. Now, any of those that remember Forge Action Day back in 22, and I'm pretty sure it was to 22, will remember that some ladies was in a car and the car overturned. And God bless, they both, or the people in the car, the ladies survived. Certain people had the hump because they couldn't complete their time on a track. That person was the person I'm speaking about, and they had the hump even more because I wasn't there when they come back. I follow a lot of people on Facebook, but most of the people I follow is because of cars. It's not because of friendships. I'm not going to lie. I fell out with friendships with Sarah. I fell out of friendships with Pete. I fell out of friendships with Cherry and Chris, whatever. And they have the audacity to go on about that I was the one that done something wrong. I don't believe that. And I'm not saying I'm perfect and I do everything right. I know that I don't. But to put the blame at someone's door for a reason that you give because you didn't get your track time because someone had an accident, or because RJ's left, he never said goodbye. When I told other people to tell them when they come back, I'm sorry, but I've had to go. Yeah, I couldn't kind of to totally get over that. But anyway, we moved from 17 and we done a meet at the halfway house, which we used to go to with a couple of the guys from Essex that way, with the Galaxies and that, which I believe at some point a guy called Dave Rennie told Full Group UK, then they started doing it. We stopped doing the Galaxy bit there. We did do one event and Full Group UK decided to over kind of run it a bit, to be honest. And that was the last we kind of done. Don't forget, if you have any memories yourselves, be them good or bad, that's what today's about. If I pissed you off at any point, or if I haven't, I'll be curious to get your feedback, and we will catch up in the chat in a bit. But yeah, in 2018, I'd already lost a few admin, but I think in the November, one of the biggest hitters. Well, am I going to say is this the biggest one? No, because the biggest one's happened quite recently, to be honest. But I'll get to that. Had a lady join called Paula, and she was very good. I'm not going to lie in any way, shape, or form. Can't remember Paula's last name. It's been that much of a long time ago now. But yeah, no, things went really well from her joining in the November. I think pretty close to the time Victoria did, and people like John Terry. I think there's a lot of you who remember John. All these people have been admin on the club. And we started doing the events for that year. We done Fiesta in the Park in 2018, where I was selling merch from the back of the cars. Yeah, it was an interesting time. There was a guy called Elfie and his girlfriend. They were staff as well. He had a probe. They all seemed very nice people. But you know what? You can get caught in that raft that people are very nice people, and you realise deep down that they're really not. Again, thank you for the 21 people that have joined. We have got at the moment 11 on Facebook, 10 on YouTube. Please share it. Let's try and get my last live tonight. Let's try and my last live, and probably Full Club GB's last live on on StreamYard, using whatever rubbish we're using. And we kind of gone from to 2018, and we went to a Fiesta in the Park, as I said, selling merch on the back of my Focus for Frosty. God bless him. That's another thing I will chat about. It's good to see some very honest people to joining. Like I can see in chat, and it's making me feel quite heartfelt happy, should I say. One person in particular. Anyway, I'm going to get back to that in a minute. But yeah, we went that way. Then we done Bromley, and Bromley, I hadn't been to Bromley since, boy, I don't know, 2014, because I went to do it in 2015. And I remember Tina's mum, Maggie, had passed away, and that's why I stopped doing shows again. But then we done Fiesta in the Park, we done Fiesta in the Park, and we done the Bromley pageant. I think the only other show that year, then we done Ford Fair, which which was a great event, meeting people like Victoria and Cole Hope and their family for the first time. Meeting people that are no longer with us anymore, that's another thing that gets to thinking. One of the things that hit me at Ford Fair in 2018, I hadn't been there for a long while. It's only the year previous, but it would have been a few years since I really enjoyed a show again. I have to admit that I had a guy come up to me, and he had him on day, and I'm not going to mention the name of the club, because not only would I get loads of annoying messages from the so-called people that run these clubs that most of you are probably with anyway, but he's gone, I quite like the way you stand in that set. I've gone, what? I've gone, who are you with? And he mentioned the club. I've gone, okay, I'd heard of them. Never been with them, but I'd heard of them. And you aspire to want to be like them clubs in the way of that kind of many members going to a show. But we had for 30 odd, and our stand was pretty jammed. And this guy said, yeah, they keep asking me to move my car. Would you ask someone to keep moving the car? I've gone, moving it in what sense? Moving it so we can fit everybody on. Yeah. He's gone, nah, they keep, because it's not the best looking car in the world, they keep moving me further back and back and back. And as soon as someone else comes in with a better looking car, they're moving it to the front. Excuse me, I need to take some tablets. That was a bit there that I didn't like, but overall it was a good day. I think we might have given our first trophy at that event. It was saying I wanted to take over from the Ford Galaxy Owners Club, that I felt it was saying that it gets a bit of involvement. People can see we're trying to do something that's a bit different. But then we also lost through a couple of years ago, very, very young, to cancer. Those that had fortunate enough to meet her, she had one hell of a talent with a camera. So if you're watching this live up there, thank you. You're one amazing lady, and one of quite a few people that have sadly gone. We went to Ford Fest let me quickly take these tablets, sorry. Getting choked live on screen, we're all right. And then we went to Ford Fest, and I remember it because Ford Fest, again, we done the trophies. I know I was given at that event a trophy and a picture for Frosty, like a canvas, which I still got in the dining room. Absolutely love that. So thank you for those people that purchased that for me. And Ford Fest was a really cool day. And I know people like the Hopes had gone out the way to come back to that event as well. And then we finished the shows, and then I don't know what happened. Something just seemed to happen. But again, it's putting the picture straight. The rumours were put out, and everybody else has got their own views on what people might have said about them. But for some of the things that Paula and Michael Slurcock and Daz Wilson and a few other people had said about them, I knew they weren't true, and I knew it was Paula just trying to shit in the pot, if we can call it that. But yet again, they were bits that you had to put up with, and I knew it was nothing like that. Supposedly, see, like when you have a club on Full Club GB, it's not. I mean, staff on the club, it's not an easy thing to do at all. And there's ways that doing things. I've always wanted to do things as professionally as I could, and sometimes that might upset people. Some people might come on as a mod, think, yeah, I've got a mod badge, I haven't got to do that, and that isn't how Full Club GB is run. Yeah. So Paula said all these things that I knew weren't true. They were quite upsetting, and other people seemed to believe her. Oh, I didn't think RJ was like that. You know what? RJ isn't like that. And more foolish you to it for believing it. So we kind of left that there. We jumped into 2019, which for me was probably the biggest year for Full Club GB. But before I jump in to 2019, I just wanted to read out, because my head's absolutely as heavy as anything. I've no idea that is. I ain't even got that up on the chat. Let me have a quick look, see if I can get Facebook up. Bear with me. Oh, look, I can see myself. You hate seeing that. Right, bear with me. Oh, yeah. Okay, can hear you, mate. That is from Steve King. Hi, Steve. Hope the weather's nice out there in Kent and the cars are going well. Rob6 on YouTube. Hi, bud. Hope you guys are well and Mondo's all going well. Evening loud and clear in Fleetwood. I'm not going to pretend I know where Fleetwood is. I haven't got a clue. Someone, Becky Douglas. Hi, Becky. Congratulations to you and your partner on the birth of your baby. I'm really proud for you. Happy. Yeah, other people saying can hear you on Facebook, which is Mel. Hi, Mel. Long time no speak or see. And Ashley saying I can finally hear you. On YouTube, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Those that know Rebecca know she was on the club from, I believe, January 2019, then left and come back a few times. But it's good to see you in the chat as well. Jonathan saying good evening. Evening, Jonathan. Memories are happy ones should always be treasured. Very true, Ashley. Unfortunately, some don't need to be treasured because they're not memories that we'd like to keep. There's only one boss man. There's only one boss. There's only one boss man. That sounds like someone chanting a song in Southampton. Don't ask me why. Hi, Jess. Hope you're well. Thank you for your messages as well. It meant a lot. Bob. I asked Bob to join, as I did Becky. So thank you both for jumping on. Evening, guys. Just a few minutes behind. Hi, Bob. Those that don't know Bob, because you know what? The club has changed a lot since people like Bob and Becky and Victoria have all left. They've all been staff at one point or another. Bob was a head of media. and a lot of the media stuff wouldn't have been where it was without Bob's help, to be honest. So, Bob, thank you. Then we have John, someone else who was a mod and a senior mod on Full Club GB. My first meeting with you was at FF 2017 with FGOC, Can't Park There, lol, and I was asked to join Full Club GB. My first outing was Full Club GB 2019, cracking day with views all. Likewise, John, hope you and Chris are well, and so Sammy. John? Best memory was IOW 2019. Yeah, it was a good day. I think for some people it was a better memory than most. I found it quite a lonely weekend, to be honest. But yeah, that's because I was there with my Todd and I wasn't there with my family, unfortunately. We've then got Liam Andrew. No bad memories here, only good ones. So Liam Andrew, now the head of media, doing an amazing job. We first met at Ford Fair 2019, as I remember. Rob saying, I remember meeting you at the halfway house when I had a green Focus Mark 1. I remember very well. Full Club GB by Liam Andrews helped me to no ends, so socially and mentally, etc. I'm glad that's been the case, Liam. I think Liam once hit the nail on the head when I said, why do you come to shows? And he explained about that. And he wanted a trophy. He'd gone, I don't come here for that. I think, unfortunately, it's only a small percentage of people that are like what Liam is. Yeah. But getting on to very honest people that tell me how it is. Yeah. Mel, wow. So chuffed to see you on a lady I will always have in a highest regard. Honesty, telling me how it is, telling me not to be stupid. Even message me when I do something stupid, saying, I don't think you should have done that. And I listen to it and I think, you know what, you was right. So much love to you, Lovey, and thanks for coming on. All right, let's have a look at some more messages. Name I've not seen before. Love the name though. Curbside Classics. Evening all. Hi, bud. Always remember the happy memories. Once you're sighted, yes, you was there. I remember us having many chats, and I do come to a point. I miss those chats as well. Like Mel, very honest people. The person that would tell you how things were. Thank you. Oh, who have I got on this one, Mel? RJ, since meeting you in 2018 in Fiesta in the Park, you've always been nothing but lovely to us. Really enjoyed coming to the shows and really sad to hear you stepping down, Mel. Thank you, Mel. I remember seeing you guys, I think, was it 2018 or 2019 when you was on the front bit, weren't you? And what was your doggy called? Was it Tyson or Bronson? I can't remember. I'm going to go Tyson. See if my old memory is stuffed or I can still remember that. Who's this one? I don't know who this one is. I don't know. Where's that one? It's come from Facebook, isn't it? Right, this is from Cole Hope. We've won fantasy trophies and attended Ford Fair, not winning trophies, believe it or not. It's not about that for us. It's being part of an awesome club, mate. Thank you, Carl. That means a lot, and thank you for taking the time to come on. Curbside Classics saying, great club, RJ. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. We're steaming down a bit more. Ashley, it's all about being part of a family. Not I've got better. I've got more trophies. I've got the money to do this and all the love for cars, etc. One life, one word, enjoyment every moment, every day. Ashley, I agree very much. Who we got here? You're a proper gent, RJ, and can't believe you're stepping down. Enjoy every event we came to last year. Everyone was so down to earth and friendly. It's going to be a shame that you aren't there next year. Keep strong, mate, Steve. Steve, thank you very much. It's very kind of you, and I enjoyed meeting up with you and seeing you. Was it at Bromley when we first met? I think so. Yeah, mate, Jez, you're welcome. Mel saying lots of love, Chalky. Thank you. And yes, it's Tyson. He'd love you all now. Bless. Thank you for their messages. Very nice to see them all. And yeah, what more can I want for is an upside down head. Yeah, let me clean my glasses again. So, like I said before, we went to 2018 into 2019 with a lot of new people on board. We went to Purefold and we won Best Big Club, which was a massive highlight for 2019. I think 2019 was. I met some people for the first time. 2019, I met Adrian Pearce. I met Colin Hanslip. I met Rebecca's first show, and Louise's first show as well, as I remember. But yeah, it was an amazing event, and we done Fiesta in the park, and we had an amazing time at Ford Fair. That was massive, probably the one that sticks with me the most. That event. I may be skipping through, so I'm not feeling really good. But yeah, we've done some cracking events, and we come to the end of 19, and yeah, a few people had left, a few things had happened with staff. I was sad to see people go, but it is what it is. It is, yeah, it is what it is. On many occasions, I do events, and those that know me know that I win a trophy and I'll give that trophy away. So we done a really big event last year, and I got runner up at that event. I did get first place at that event, but I wanted someone else to have the first place, and I took the runner up, and I was happy to do so. I was happy just for myself and Frosty to get recognised at a big show. To be absolutely honest, because both me and Frosty have been a partnership for the last, well, since 2016. So it's been a long old time. In 2019, the finance for Frosty, the 3-year deal, was coming to an end with Ford. And I never had the money to pay off the $9,000 that was left owing on Frosty. And I think, I let the car go, and Ford's make an absolute killing, or I try and refinance. And I just left about a year and a half ago, left my previous job with Virgin Media. But I managed to get finance, and I refinanced again, which cost me $15,000. That now ends it's all paid up in, I think last payment's in May, so I'm 5 payments away. But it's been a long, hard struggle at times. But I think at the end of 2019, everyone started December, was talking about this thing called COVID. Everyone had their own thoughts on it. Bit like ULES, everyone thought it was a rip-off. I lost a lot of friends due to having COVID. Andrew Acosta being one. And a lot of heroes died, like the little one out of Bobby and Bull. I was absolutely distraught when I heard that he'd passed away. But as we started to get into 2020, we could see how serious things were getting. And I think it was in the July the Victoria decided to step down, which was a shock, and it was a sad day. But as I keep saying, it is what it is. People move on. I had brought on people like Mel, who absolutely blitzed everybody with her stats, like a ball out of a china shop, gone absolutely mental. But yeah, Mel was very much like myself. You know, if you're going to go in and do something, why be second best at it? You want to be the best that you can be. If other people can't reach your standards, is that your problem? No, it's not your problem. It's their problem for not committing themselves enough. Oh, someone at the door. I hope that's not someone I've offended already. Oh, no.
Someone is at the Ring video doorbell.
Who could it be? I can see Frosty, so he ain't driven off. They've not hot wired him. I don't even know if that's possible. Yeah, but we did get 2 shows done. We done Forge Action Day, and then I think we done Full Power Live. And yeah, again, it was another good show. A show where I'd given people a load. I lost count. Shows. I don't know, 110, 120 shows, hundreds and hundreds of trophies being given out, sponsors giving out all these goods and everything else. But yeah, an amount of people that have come and gone since then, and 21 and 22. But it got me down, I think, in late 22 at Cars in the Park. At Cars in the Park, I met for the first time 2 people. Never met them before. A few people actually. James Bay, his partner Holly, and a young guy. I can't even remember his name now. Alex Gittins, is it? Yeah, I remember meeting them, and yeah, I kind of clicked with them. You try and be nice, you try and be polite, as I did. And the show season come to an end, and then we got into this year. I was going to jack it all in last year, but I didn't. I carried on. I thought, this bug, it's got you. You just need it. You need that fix. Blah blah blah. And we got into this year, and we decided to do 6 shows. So I think we've done Simply Forward, which was another amazing day, and it takes me to Simply Forward a couple of years ago, where it was me and Tracy holding the fort. It was such a cool day, getting to know people, that well was absolutely awesome. Seeing people's faces when you give them a trophy, yeah, that's awesome as well. So we'd done that, and then I remember we'd done Bromley, and I'd asked various people to leave a Trustpilot review. One of the people being Colin Hanslip. And it was words along the lines as, I don't appreciate being blackmailed to leave a review. And I was quite taken back. And he also said to me, bear in mind, this is someone I'd given to the Spirit of the Club Award, which those that know me know that that's one trophy that I hold pretty dear to my heart. And I tried to dig a bit more what went on. And he said it was comments that he heard by a certain person along the lines of racist comments. And I spoke to the people, and they go, no, that wasn't the case at all. And when I found out who he was speaking about, and I'm not going to divulge that, I was absolutely shocked. I'm no longer friends with Colin, someone else, and I apologised to the people. They said, no, there's no need, nothing untoward happened, everything was cool, and everything was good. But it kind of showed me, and I remember at that show,
it's 1945.
I was showing James what we do as regards to when we pick the cars out, if there's not a sponsor there, and I think he won second place for his Mondeo, and saying how proud his granddad would be and everything else. And we moved on a bit. We moved on. We got to I think Cars in the Park as well. And then we got to Ford Fair. Ford Fair being an unusual event this year. The reasons why do I feel Ford Fair was an unusual event this year? I thought the plot was a joke, and a few people had asked to move their cars, but before you know that a few people had done, everyone was trying to do it. Unfortunately, not a lot of clubs have club insurance. And when the staff ask people to, no, you're staying there, you should be staying there unless not a free for all for everybody to move up the other end. That kind of was a bit upsetting, the way some people were, staff members were spoken to. That got to me a bit. But then it was like comments from people afterwards. And one particular person, again, I'm not going to mention her name, but she's no longer on the club. I've gone, oh, do you want to leave her a review? She's gone, oh, I don't think I should. I don't think it's going to be good. I've gone, why? What's the matter? And she said, well, first of all, I didn't win nothing. I've gone, what? Well, what you're saying, you only come to the show. I've got to try and not remember not to put a name. You only come to the show just to win something. Well, no, it'd been nice because I've won something before. And I, like everyone, put a lot of effort into my car. You know what? I was absolutely taken back with that. I was absolutely, it shocked me to the core. But that person didn't stop there. They then decided to say that the raffle was a fix, that it should be limited to the amount of people that should get a ticket, and it should be limited to how many tickets they should get. Okay, so I can just see it here that the giveaway guys have got a redone up Mark II Escort RS2000 in red, no roll bars, just a proper old interior in black or brown, prefer the black. And yeah, it's worth 45 grand, but it's only going to go out there to the first 5 people, and you can only buy a ticket each. It's absolutely ridiculous when I look and I kind of think about that, and it's bits like that. I thought, yeah, could the year actually get any worse on top of that? And we went to what did we finish up on? Full Power Live at Brands Hatch. Yeah, pretty much the whole team had worked but very hard. But what's got to me so much this year that realises that quite obviously what I'm doing is either I'm doing something wrong or I bring out the worst in people. So again, I'm not going to mention any names, but someone that was an admin on the club is no longer admin on the club. Not only had they removed themselves from, and this is people that I helped out backwards, that they'd actually removed themselves from being admin, but they removed themselves totally from the club, and they removed themselves from, they'd actually blocked me. Not only did they block me, their partner did as well. And if you know what, do I really need all this aggravation? And I think we don't. I don't think people realise what the pressure is that you go under. And in an ideal world, it shouldn't be like that. So on the banner at the bottom, we've got, that's my recap of 2023. But what's next for 2024? For me, no more shows. I'm saying that, and I hope I can keep to that this time around, because I don't want to do any more. I'm tired, and I don't mean it to sound horrible. I'm tired of thinking that I've met a nice person, and you get quite close to people, and these people aren't like that. And I know not everybody's like that. I know I've had people by my side for a long time, namely, and more so than anyone, and Tracy as well. But that alone isn't kind of enough for me to want to carry on. Step down in my role from Facebook. Yeah, I definitely need to be doing that. I'm still going to be on the website. But as regards to shows and that media, I don't see media carrying on. This is the first live since August that we've done. And it's either people just don't have the time or they can't be bothered with the time. I don't honestly know. But as someone said to me earlier, you know what, life's too short to be angry, and it is. Like, if I'm constantly chasing people so we can get bits done and nothing's getting done, it just makes me realise, you know, I have to move on. I'm going to catch up on some new comments. So we got this one here. I remember my first show was 2019, meeting your RJ. Like an angel, pull your cold, kind-hearted, and you're amazing. Ashley, thank you very much. Stop it, I'll blush. Do you still hold a record of 200 plus posts? That was a pretty amazing weekend. You'd gone like nuts, like Mitch Channon was banging the goals in, weren't it? Welcome, Eric Marple. Oh, what do I not know about that? Eric Marple. No idea. I can't even see. Yeah. But moving on, I did want to also say to James, not so much to Holly, but to James, thank you for being staff on the Full Club GB. Thank you. I know that it's saying that meant a lot to you. Maybe one day you will message me and you can put something going around in my head. You can tell me what's actually gone on. But I generally hope that things work out for you, bud, as I know that your granddad's probably looking down at you and he would want the same. So all the best to you for that. Eric Marple, don't know what that's about. Show, hey, Facebook user, don't know who hey is. Rob Wilson, Bob, wanted to say I really enjoyed my time as staff, Full Club GB. Love working behind the scenes at the shows. Shame I couldn't afford another Ford. Shout out to Liam, and Liam still smashing the media. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, Bob. Thank you very much. Rocking John, it's all trophies I've won are a great gesture, but it's not about them. It's the day, meeting old and new friends, enjoying your day. 110%. 110%. Let's have a quick look here. What else we got? Sorry to hear about your troubles, RJ. Be ashamed to see you step down. Whoever that is, thank you very much. One day I'll be back, Jez. Yeah, that'd be cool. We got Becky here. I remember my first show at Pureful 2019. You opened my eyes to how car clubs could be, and Full Club GB is a club I will always be proud to have been a part of. All the staff work so hard all year round. They do, Becky, and you like Victoria, like Mel, all them people, and the current admin of Tracy and Anne. You guys know more than anyone how hard it is to keep doing it day in, day out. I'm sick now. Day in, day out. So 2024, at the moment, the club is only committed to one show. That is Ford Fair. We're not going to be attending Simply Ford. There's no cars in the park this year. And we don't know about Bromley, and we don't know about Full Power Live at this moment in time. Main reason for that is not having the staff to be able to organise those events, to be honest. And as we wail away to the hour mark, I also then have the thing of Frosty. Problem with me with Frosty is oh boy, I love my car so much. I really do. Tracy said to me, "Oh, you need to go out for a long drive," and I know Victoria said the same as well. Unfortunately, areas where you guys live are probably very different from Erith on Thames, as there's no such place. You just end up getting wound up. But the problem I got with Frosty, if I keep Frosty, it's those, and hopefully people get it. It's about those memories are never going to go. And it's just, I just feel it's time that I need to definitely look down that avenue to see what I can get top whack for Frosty and get something which isn't a Ford, because if I get a Ford, I've got the same problem as before. Oh, come here, you. Oh, look. Can they see you, Rock, or have you disappeared? Oh, hello, Dad. Is it bedtime yet? No. I know. Oh, he looks so cute, doesn't he? Yeah, up the Arsenal. Yeah. No, Ian Adley's not on. No, we can't talk about Tottenham. Yeah. So, yeah, a Ford Fair next year definitely looks like that's happening. But it's not going to be happening with me, unfortunately. I missed out on a lot of stuff last year. I've gotten older. I'm 2 years away from 60. I've got arthritis in my fingers, and I'm just tired of a lot of the stuff that you guys don't see. But let's catch up on a couple of other messages. Sorry to hear what's happening. I'm a friend of a friend on here with Ashley Hardy. Okay, thank you. I'm not going anywhere, RJ. You're close to our hearts very much, Ashley. Thank you. Mr. Andrew, media will be back at some point after New Year due to house move, and we have dedicated an office. Wow, sounds good. So, a couple of people I've not seen on. I was hoping I was going to see them put a message in. Tracy, Mr. Miller, and Louise. Yeah. I'm only on for a couple more minutes, so before I bore the pants off of everybody. If someone to say what's been some of my outlining memories, wow, there's just so many. Maybe another show is needed when my head's better, but some of the things was going to Castlecombe, and we was at the hotel. There was me, there was John, and yeah, there was me, John, Chris, Rebecca was there. Rebecca was there. And I went to start the car the following morning. Frosty didn't want to start, and I remember John, bless him, he said, "Oh no, I'd like to wait with you." And that I got no good. Go. I blame Rebecca because it was her car. I'd put the voodoo on for Frosty. But they kind of went, and we tried to jump the car, and all of a sudden, for some reason, it started after everyone gone. So I called up the AA, and I remember driving down to the McDonald's. Was it Bath Road? Something like that, down that way. And I see everyone, and I go, yeah, shouting. And it made me feel, I thought, wow, what a bunch of nutters. But I didn't. I thought, wow, does it really mean that much to the people? It made me feel quite good. And then I overshot the turn off and I had to go back round the roundabout and come back down. So, yeah, that was one memory. The memory from Ford Fair 2019 sticks with me. The memory from Simply Ford with myself and Tracy, that sticks with me. But I also want to do a shout out because we talk about people that we've lost, and that was here in the news last week that Anthony Witcher had passed away from cancer. I know his wife's just Sharon, as you can imagine, the kind of place she's in at the moment. He was a very nice guy. He'd won an award from us at Simply Ford as well. Yeah, and it's very sad that you find out these people are like passing away.
It's 20 hours.
Oh, sorry.
Roy, here is your.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a tablet now, love. God dear. Not having another wife, isn't it? Don't tell Tina, she go mad. What's that you said? Nothing, love. Right, so I've got to take me antidepressant. as if they do it. Oh, look, there's one already in there from last night. Right, let's have a look at here. Anne-Louise Miller says, yeah, watching, Ashley. Okay. I am here. That's spooky, isn't it? That, you might think that could be like some kind of A-N-N pooch. Yeah. Oh, someone's put on here, Facebook user. Don't know who it is. A lot of good memories. Swipe left to see the comments. I can't see the comments. Yeah, swipe. Oh, there you go. Oh, like this. Why does everything come up in white when you can't see it? Oh, that was me. Oh, is that you? I am here. You are there. You're just trying to scare me, Tracy, aren't you? I know. I just want to wish you luck, mate. You'll be missed at the events. Who have we got there? Richard Amos is watching. Debbie Marshall. Hi, Debbie. Hope you're well. Steve King. Thank you, Steve. And then head down to Donna. Hi, Donna. I won't sing the Marty Wild version. I'm sure you've heard it 1,000 times. Gutted to see you go. RJ would definitely found a friend in you. Thank you, and likewise. Our inbox is always open if you need to chat. Gutted we didn't make any shows this year. It's been a tough year for us. Sending our love. Look after you. I will do so. And thank you very much. Oh. What have I missed? I have no idea what you've missed. I don't even know who it is. No, don't pause it. Oh. Let's see more. Oh, I don't. Someone, Dave AF, what? Hello, or what have I missed? Not a lot. Just one old guy, a geezer, just rattling on, mate. Just rattling on. Lots of great memories, and after the last few months have been hell for us, but we somehow have come out the other end. And that sounds like you've had a bad belly, doesn't it? Yeah, I've got bloody old chops today, but that definitely sounds like you've had a bad belly, and not good. Let me get rid of that. So yeah, those memories. I could mention a lot of people, but I'm not sure that's the thing to do, especially as Rocky be barking all night. Why would you say that for? But yeah, I hope you all have a outstanding Christmas. You have a wonderful new year. Yeah, I think for me next year. Let me shut the door. Sorry, Tina's telling the broccoli off. Oh, look, he's back. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I kind of feel next year is consolidating a lot of bills. In May, finish finally paying up for Frosty. Decide what to be done. Concentrate on work. I want it to be a very good year next year, and quite obviously the club can have an adverse effect on that, especially when you're working 7 days a week. I think the last break we got was literally the last break was Full Power Live. But you never know. If you do Full Power Live this year, I might pop down for a McDonald's for breakfast. Liam Miller can buy it again. That would be that would kind of be cool. But yeah, as I said, the only event I'm aware, unless ain't changes at the moment, is going to be for Ford Fair. But keep an eye on the club, keep an eye on the media side, keep an eye on the website. And even if you feel you might want to get back involved with the club, if you're new to it, you feel I want to give it a go with being staff or your old staff that wants to give it a go again, you feel we've still got something to offer, get in touch with admin. I'm sure they would be happy to help. Honestly though, trying to think of everything what's gone on is mashing my brain up, but all the memories, meeting people, the laughter, the tears, and there's been plenty there of both. But I've always thought that with members, you know what, they can choose whatever club they want to go to. If they choose your club, make them feel like the family, make them feel wanted. And I've always tried to do that, from the Full Galaxy Owners Club on to Full Club GB. I hate shows where you see people just sitting in a car. And you think, why are you still just sitting there in a car? You paid all your money to come to the event, and you're sitting there in a car with your girlfriend or your bird, whatever you call them. Or vice versa, the other way. A couple of any sort are sitting there and they've not come out the car. I don't get that. I've never got that. How can you enjoy a show? You could just parked on your drive or go around to your grandma's house and just sat on a drive for 3 or 4 hours. I don't get that. And I've always looked, my job is to get people out of their cars, get the bums off the seats, get them to walk around, look at people's other cars, look at what they've done, have a chat. But likewise, people wanting to be approachable. Just because some club might have treated you badly doesn't mean another one is kind of going to be absolutely honest. Chat's now kind of dried out. We got up to 29 people in. I just want to say a massive thank you again for everyone joining tonight. We're not far away from Christmas. Have a really great Christmas, and if at any point you can remember something that I've done that put a smile on your face, then that makes my job well worthwhile, that I've achieved something. If I pissed you off for any point, I'm glad that I pissed you off. Because if your life is so petty that you've got to worry about me pissing you off, then there you go. But I don't want to worry about you people anymore, and I worry about people that I put a smile on their face. So yeah, have a good one. Take care, RJ. Inbox is always open. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much indeed. That is very true. Paying all that money to stay in your car. I don't get. Yeah, I don't. I've never. Sorry, depression tablet. Oh, that poutine's nice. Yeah, no, I've never got that, but there is another side to that story. People can have anxiety around people. They don't feel comfortable, and I've had that with a lot of people, to be all. But yeah, on that note, I need to try and get some rest because headache from hell, and I've got loads of Christmas orders. I feel like Santa's helper. So thank you again. Bob, Merry Christmas all, and Vic, RJ and family have a fantastic Christmas, all in shop. Yeah, 110%. I agree with you on that, guys. Enjoy your Christmas, and again, thank you all for joining. Let me find my the banner. Oh, did we get another comment? We did. I don't want to miss out on any. Merry Christmas, all. RJ will bring Casimir. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Facebook user, Full Club GB family. Merry Christmas, guys. I think that's the last bit I've seen. So based on that now and my brand, it is time to play this intro of a song that I absolutely adore. It makes me think of Frosty. It makes me think of that oval behind me, and that means the world to me. Night all. Merry Christmas.